Hey y'all, and welcome back to my TED Talk. It is Shae Howard, aka Shae the Advocate, and I am here to talk about the series Hospital Horror Stories. If you're following along, this would be part 3, and this is a very difficult part to recall because it was such a painful time. I blocked a lot of it out, but it was also one of the most beautiful times of my life. How can something be painful and beautiful at the same time, you ask? Thank you. Thank you for wondering. Because I will let you know. I was 23 years old. It was 2013, and I was pregnant with my, uh, this would have been my third pregnancy. I had lost 2 babies the year prior, 2012. I lost 2 babies. In 2013, I find out, hey, guess what? You're pregnant. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. Uh Not really. I was very, very scared because I had lost 2 babies, like I said. So it's very difficult for me to want to go through that again, if I'm being honest. But I, just said, okay, I'm gonna do things different. This time is gonna be different. We're gonna do what we gotta do, right? Okay. So at this point, I'm 10 weeks pregnant. I end up in a very bad pain crisis. So I have to go to the hospital in Lancaster, California, and they're afraid to treat me with the pain meds, of course, because, oh, you're 10 weeks pregnant? Okay, well, let's not give you what you need. Let's figure out how we're just gonna do what we can do, whatever that means. Okay, and then I get this doctor. See how my whole doctor comes to me and says a lot of very, very, very mean and hurtful things to me about me being pregnant, how I am selfish, how I, am a horrible person, and what kind of person could have a kid knowing that he or she will be born with all these birth defects because you're on pain medicine. It's going to cause all these birth defects and all these issues. And, what kind of person can, you know, give birth knowing that their child would be born with all these problems because of my health problems. And the first day when he came and he said all this, I was just like, I kind of just let it go because I was in a lot of pain. I was in a very vulnerable situation. So he leaves. We get my pain management figured out. He leaves. He comes back the next day. Oh boy, round 2, or so he thought it would be. I'm feeling a little better the next day, so it's not at all gonna go how he thought it was gonna go. So, uh, yeah, he comes in with the same spiel. I should just abort my baby. It's only 10 weeks. I should just do the right thing and get rid of this child, and because all these health problems and this and that. And so I sat there and I listened for a little bit and I said, okay, here's the thing. If you think that my child will be born with all these issues and you're the doctor, you're the problem, like you're saying there's going to be a problem, you're supposed to be the solution or have the solutions to all these problems. But you're coming in and telling me all these problems that I am causing with my illness just by wanting to procreate and have a family. Um, that's not going to work that way. We're not going to do that. So if you feel that it is a danger to me and my child, then help me. Help us. Help us to be healthy. Help us to be in a better position. So I guess he wasn't used to anyone talking to him that way. He left, he came back, and he he changed everything. He changed all of my care team, my hematologist, everything. Like, was changed. The way that I left the hospital when I left, the type of treatment, he would do the outpatient, um, fluids and stuff at home, and oxygen, and just to the point of trying to relieve a lot of the or alleviate a lot of the problems I would have post admission that would cause a recurrence. So in all the pain and judgment that he tried to pass to me, he also helped me and my child in that, because I didn't just stay stuck in it. And I could have, of course, yes, I could have went off on him and cussed him out, but would have that, like, what would have proved? Would it have got me the same results? No. I feel that way. At least it changed his perspective and his outlook on sickle cell patients, and just learn to try to just handle them with more care instead of just at me, talking to me. And so that was actually a very disastrous start to a very wonderful um, doctor patient relationship. Uh, he was a great doctor to me for many, many, many years. And although it did not start that way, it started very terrible, very, very terrible. Uh, he was such a great doctor to me. And I do thank him a lot, just because I know the passion and how much effort he put into making sure I was as healthy as possible, making sure my daughter was as healthy as possible. When I was in the hospital, when I had to go, very well taken care of. So, all around great care after the fact. But again, it still doesn't stop that traumatic situation, the traumatic things that was said to me that I had to heal from, and just not letting other people determine the outcome, even if they're doctors. Not letting them dictate what happens at the end of the day. It's our fate, our future is on us, on how we treat ourselves, how we treat others, and how we allow others to treat us, regardless of their title, whether it's doctor or not. Um, I had my daughter 37 weeks and 6 days. She was a bit early. I had an emergency C-section, but she was healthy, healthy, healthy. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful she was healthy. I'm grateful that she's happy and she's smart and she's brilliant. And I get to see her grow into be all these wonderful, amazing, beautiful things. And I'm thankful for that. And I thank Dr. Tan for that. Because if not for all the craziness at the beginning, we would not have gotten to where we ended up being at. So that is part 3. I hope that you're having a wonderful time watching. Stay tuned, because there's so much more coming. There are so many more parts, unfortunately, but it gets better. It really does. And also, I'm going to allow for the accountability for my part, whereas how I file these complaints and which steps I take, all this matters, right? So I'm going to be incorporating that into this series as well. So it's not just going to be, oh, she's just talking about all the bad, all the bad. Balance, baby. It's about balance, right? So make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell, and keep it going. And you know what I'm going to say? Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Until next time, folks, peace.